I'd love to be deep in your a-hole. If you think you can take all of me, I live in Vegas. Seems like you don't understand normal social interaction. What part about that was normal? Hello everybody and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/iamatotalpos, and if you guys would love to be absolutely amazing and show your support and see another video like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and if you have not already, subscribe and turn on notifications. Alright, let's go. My boyfriend is acting insecure just because I slept with another guy at a motel without informing him. I did this because he was being needy. Plus, we are not married anyway, so I'm technically single. What's he crying about? So let me get this straight. Your big brain Nobel winning prize IQ logic, if you don't have a ring on it, you're single. What's the point of boyfriend, girlfriend, starting things out slow bit? Where did that go? We have had a report of someone impersonating a police officer in the Queensway area of Scunthorpe this afternoon, Wednesday, 20th of January, issuing fines to vulnerable people claiming they have breached the virus's regulations and asking them to transfer money on the spot. This report is being taken incredibly seriously, and we are working to determine the person responsible. Hopefully this idiot gets caught, because yes, it is very illegal to impersonate a cop just as much as it is to impersonate a doctor. Also, a big red flag if you get pulled over for speeding and the cop says, "Here, vend me your money to pay off now." He's not legit. Seriously, you can't pay off a ticket with PayPal. We are #outnumbered and headed for extinction. Oh no, this is wrong. This is very wrong. Teenagers offer free squirts of hand sanitizer to shoppers in Bradford, but it's super glue. The group of boys were seen approaching multiple people outside a Morrison supermarket at 5 Lane Ends in Bradford. Are you seriously that bored and everything going on? Like, seriously, if somebody cut off your internet, took away your phone, took away your TV, so the only thing you could honestly think of, okay, what am I gonna do? Oh, look, some glue. Let's have fun. I think we could take a pointer or 10 from China and their handling of the Uyghur problem. Really, the economic boost provided by Uyghur labor alone. If we used our Muslim resources half as well, we'd be in good shape. Put them to work making bricks for the wall, pay them in rent vouchers and meal tickets, which meals consist of bugs they earn vouchers for catching and grinding. Living quarters are built of mud bricks they make. Get the Guatemalan caravan in on it too while we're at it. Free labor is free labor, and it opens up great jobs for us supervisors. Oh, will you look at that, a sign that says needs money for food. But wait! Oh darn, she must have been given too much money for food, so she had to spend it somewhere else. See, it's people like this that make me nervous and uncertain about giving money out to panhandlers, because I honestly don't know if they're legitimately homeless or they're just looking for a quick buck. And it's also one of the main reasons I don't carry cash on my person anymore, because of trashy people like this. Shapewear mask, look at me being all big and tough by making fun of you just listening to whatever thing's going on and such. I find it funny that if I ever saw this shirt in person, if the person was wearing a mask, I would just continuously bust my butt laughing. And I know I would too, because I've had somebody come into my work with one of those mask exemption placards or the little lanyard necklace things. Yeah, but he had to wear a mask to come in, so it didn't really work out for him that well. The negotiation lasted for about 90 minutes before two separate crowds of protesters began showing up to the north and south. Some in the crowd began chanting, and one even started using a bullhorn. The extra noise and distraction made it impossible for these specially trained officers to speak to the man. Officers implored the crowds to stop interfering, but their energy only increased. Even when the man's mother arrived and begged the crowd to stop, most in the crowd confused. Some in the crowd began threatening the officers. A supervisor requested resources citywide, and all available officers responded from north and east precincts. This caused a major resource drain citywide, but the highest priority calls had to wait. The officers had to don helmets and face shields to protect themselves as they stood in front of the hostile crowd. The officers consulted with the crisis negotiation team, whose members were able to find a mental health professional familiar with the man. They learned that the man could be a threat to to himself and violent towards others. After over 3 hours of negotiation, the incident commander set into motion a plan to take the man into custody. A canine unit was used to divert his attention by barking so officers could safely approach him. A conducted electrical weapon, CEW or taser, was used to prevent him from using the knife, and he was taken into custody and transported by ambulance to a hospital. Besides the punctures from the CEW probes, he was uninjured. Officers placed him on a police officer hold so that he could be evaluated by medical professionals. See, the part that I don't get is these guys are trying to do their job and keep this guy from jumping, but then you have people that are protesting it, telling him to jump or something, just making it hard for people to do their business and save this guy. Like, seriously, what the... If anyone wants to watch a tour of inside the Chernobyl Reactor 4, plus the Elephant's Foot, this dude went in there with his friends and took a few photos of the Elephant's Foot and a full video of inside. He is still alive, even after visiting multiple times. He is also very healthy. If anyone wants to watch, just look up this dude inside of Reactor 4, and you should find it. I think it has subtitles as he speaks Ukrainian. Hope everyone is well during these times. Stay safe, everyone. Oh joy, much like this virus, let me guess, you believe that Chernobyl Reactor number 4 is non-radioactive. You gotta love the good old logic of, oh, it hasn't killed me yet, that means I'm invincible from it. You do realize that radiation poisoning in movies works a lot faster than it actually does in real life. I hope you understand that, but unfortunately I can't expect that much out of you. Bro, this is YouTube. You need to speak English. It's obviously not necessary. Yes it is. YouTube and the entire internet were invented and built by America. And if you want anyone to watch your content, it needs to be in English. Okay, everybody, get out your scouters. We're gonna find out what this level's stupid rating is. Oh god, he already broke it. It's way over 9,000. By that logic, in order to enjoy sushi, I would need to be fluent in Japanese, but am I? No. Do I still enjoy it though? Yes, very much. Hi, my name is Blank, and this is my dog Dakota. She is a 10-month-old purebred German Shepherd puppy. She is not a good fit for me. She is too friendly for my liking. She also sheds, which I didn't expect. Are you kidding me? Originally, when I bought her, it was for her to be an attack dog. What? She is extremely friendly, loves people, kids, and other dogs, energetic, and loves to play. Crate trained, knows her basic commands, doesn't attack like she is supposed to. What are you trying to sick her on anyway? Like, seriously, nobody just buys a dog for this whole purpose of being an attack dog. She is not spayed, all shots up to date, no health concerns, looking for someone who wants this mutt, must go to a decent home. So by default, anywhere other than your house. Must go ASAP. If she does not go, she will be dropped at a shelter. I'd prefer she go to a white family. If you are African American, I will not let her go with you. Oh, great, we're adding this on top of that. Cool. No, I am not racist. Okay, read that last part back slowly, dummy. You could feel free to call me anytime at login2view for her call, but text is fine too. Oh, I can guarantee people would have some few choice words for you. Like, this entire thing was just one big crock pot of stupid. Like, seriously, I didn't intend for the dog to shed when I got it, to get a poodle or something. Like, seriously, that's the only dog that I know of that doesn't shed. Seriously, I can go on my own little tangent about this whole thing for the next 10 minutes, really, but, you know, there's more to do. Bottom line, some people should not be allowed to have pets. Body found in North Carolina, believed to be a missing 13-year-old. Not surprised. She was looking for something. Judging by her slightly suggestive pictures, she found it. 2 nurses arrested in Durban after they allegedly defrauded a patient who was on his deathbed. Police say of the suspect is a nurse at St. Augustine's Hospital where the patient was admitted. The nurses allegedly went on a shopping spree with the patient's business bank card. Are you kidding me? You took... Let me guess, you had said to the other person you did the crime with, oh, he's not going to be needing it anyway. Are you kidding me? There is honestly no low that people won't stoop to. Irreversible Damage, the transgender craze seducing our daughters. Who was the publisher that ever approved of this? Her mothers were a little unnerved by the extent to which Julie seemed to revere her new friend. After school, Julie would often meet up with Lauren, who introduced her to anime computer-animated images of anthropomorphized characters. I had no idea it was tied into this whole trans culture. Shirley said to me, online, Julie began to visit DeviantArt, an art-sharing website with a large transgender following and a lot of gender ideology in its comment section. Many of the adolescent girls who fall for the transgender craze lead upper middle-class Gen Z lives, carefully tended by those for whom parent is an active verb, even a life's work. They are often stellar students until the transgender craze strikes. These adolescents are notable for their agreeableness, companionability, and utter lack of rebellion. They have never smoked cigarettes, and they don't ever drink. They've also never been that kind of active. Many have never had a kiss with a boy or a girl. According to Sasha Ayad, a therapist whose practice is largely devoted to trans-identifying adolescents, many have never whacked it. Their bodies are a mystery to them. Their deepest desire is underexplored and largely unknown, but they are in pain, lots of it. They're anxious and depressed. They are awkward and afraid. Like the infant that learns to avoid the edge of a bed, they sense a dangerous chasm lies between the unsteady girls and are the glamorous women social media tells them they should be. Bridging that gap feels hopeless. The internet never gives them a day or even an hour of reprieve. They want to feel the highs and lows of teenage romance, but most of their life occurs on the iPhone. They try cutting, they dabble in anorexia, parents rush them to psychiatrists who supply medications to pad their moods, like so much cotton batting, which helps unless feeling something is the point. Where is all the ruckus fun that should, by right, be theirs? They've heard their parents' stories, they've seen the movies. That epic road trip is hard to recreate when few of your friends drive and parents prefer it that way. They could go to the mall if it hadn't closed down, and if teenagers went to the mall, they don't. Local environs can't begin to compare with the labyrinth corridors ingeniously customized, supplied by their phones. The adolescent girls currently identifying as transgender have almost nothing in common with this picture. They don't want to pass, not really. They typically reject the boy-girl dichotomy that Brandon Tino took for granted. They make little effort to adopt the stereotypical habits of men. They rarely buy a weight set, watch football, or ogle girls. If they cover themselves with tattoos, they prefer feminine ones, flowers, or cartoon animals, the kind that mark them as something besides stereotypically male. They want to be seen as queer, definitely not as cis men. They flee womanhood like a house on fire, and their minds fixed on escape, not on any particular destination. Only 12% of natal females who identify as transgender have undergone or even desire phalloplasty. They have no plans to obtain the male appendage that most people would consider a defining feature of manhood. As Sasha Ayad put it to me, a common response that I get from female clients is something along these lines. I don't know exactly what I want to be a guy, I just know I don't want to be a girl. As Twenge wrote for The Atlantic, it's not an exaggeration to describe iGen as being on the brink of the worst mental health crisis in decades. Much of this deterioration can be traced to their phones. The iPhone was released in 2007. By 2018, a decade later, 95% of teens had access to a smartphone, and 45% reported being online almost constantly. Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, all very popular with teens, host a wide array of visual tutorials and pictorial inspirations to self-harm, anorexia, thinspiration, or thinspo, cutting and offing yourself, posting one's experiences with many of these afflictions offer the chance to win hundreds, even thousands of followers. Anorexia, cutting, and offing yourself have all spiked dramatically since the arrival of the smartphone. And with that, that is going to have to be it of the video. If you guys would like to show your support and be absolutely amazing and see another video like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, start up some wholesome internet discussion. Okay guys, we kind of need it after this video. And if you have not already, subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.